So I'm Nicola Broadhurst. I'm a commercial partner at Stevens & Bolton, which is a large firm in the southeast based in Guildford and Surrey. My speciality is franchise law. So I'm a commercial partner and I do commercial work, but 90% of my time is spent specialising in franchising on the transactional side, and I head up the team there. I joined IR about 2 years ago to represent franchise law in the UK. And I think it's been an absolutely fantastic organisation. The networking is very easy because everyone's there for the same purpose. The franchising practice within IR is not yet very big, but everyone's very receptive to it, and I've had quite a bit of referrals out of it. Equally, it's been very easy to refer to other practitioners within the IR group because franchising covers such a broad spectrum of work that it's not just franchise law you need to advise on, it's all the peripheries that come with it. So it's real estate or it's intellectual property, just general business expansion. And a lot of the franchise work in the UK is global because the economy here has been a little bit static, as everyone knows. So a lot of businesses have looked to expand globally to try and maximise revenues. So there have been plenty of opportunities to try and refer out. I think, like all things, it's, you get back what you put in. So you can't just sit there and wait for people to contact you, although having said that, I did get a contact out of the blue a couple of weeks ago from an Australian member. But it's very much having it in the forefront of your mind when someone says they want to go into another country. My first port of call will usually be to go onto the IR website, see who the advisors are there, and then just reach out to them, make contact and see if they can help. And that has really helped to establish relationships, but actually it's the conference itself, because you can't beat a face-to-face interaction. So it's actually making that personal connection, finding out what people are like, and a lot of the members are of a similar size firm to Stevens & Bolton, so they adopt a very similar ethos to their clients, which makes the synergy very easy. In many of the cases, yes, I think they're all assessed very well, so I would not expect any of them not to be experts within the field that they're representing. At Stevens & Bolton, when you look to refer out to an external advisor, it's your first thought is it going to be a safe pair of hands? It's not whether you can get work back from that advisor, that's a secondary. And it's very much matching the firm to the client, so if we have one of our small, medium-sized clients, that would be a perfect fit for a lot of the members of IR, although I have noticed that increasingly there are some larger companies now joining IR, which would be a fit for some of our larger clients as well. So I think that will be of increasing use to us. We had Nick Chen from Pameo Law come and see us. He came with his colleague Juan, and we were looking to develop a relationship with advisors in China. So that was fantastic. So I was able to facilitate a meeting where a lot of colleagues were able to come and see Nick from other areas, other disciplines within the firm for corporate finance and real estate, private wealth. So Nick was there for a couple of hours actually. And it was a really positive, energetic meeting actually. There was a lot of good brainstorming that went on. And on the back of that, Nick very kindly referred a client to me that was looking to take an American business by way of a franchise into Shanghai and Taiwan. And then we've done a couple of joined up projects for some banking work, so that's been very successful. And you know, there's always a bit of a learning curve when you do that kind of things. You have to understand which other people's working practices, but I think it worked really, really well, and I can see that developing to produce repeat business. My aviation partner, Richard Mumford, he went to see Jan Masaryk over in Dubai when he was over there to see an airline that was a client of the firm. And I think that, again, was a very positive meeting. Richard was really pleased with the reception he got. And there has been some potential work that's come out of that. We were asked to quote on something that Jan kindly put our way. So that's been a very positive experience as well. Yes, I think that's one of the main benefits of being a member of the IR. It's not just for your own practice group, and I've never looked at it like that. I think if I was a sole practitioner, fine, but I'm not. I'm part of a larger firm, and I rather like being something bigger than yourself, and I think IR is like that. And I enjoy going out and meeting people. I enjoy doing business development. There are other people in the firm who perhaps don't want to spend their time doing that, but they rely on other people who do to then try and help them make those contacts. And I think it's for the greater good, isn't it? So I think it benefits IR, it benefits us, and it's a win-win situation. Yeah, one other thing I'd say is, because I think it's one of the objectives of IR is to become more of a recognised standalone identity in the international community, and perhaps, for example, in the legal community, that it's seen as the go-to organisation if you want to find a legal advisor. So what was particularly nice was meeting Michael Rosenthal, who is a franchise lawyer from the States, who's a member of IR. But equally, we were then going over to the American Bar Association Franchise Forum later in the year, and we both met up there. And as a result, we had colleagues around us who then became aware of IR and that we were members of an independent organisation. So I think if other members are doing the same thing, it will help raise the profile of IR very quickly, actually.